Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're doing our word sort number 62. And these are the word families, what we used to call word families, but they're preconsonantal nasals. And they're the word endings of end, ent, and ant. But before we get into all that, we're going to go ahead and use our paper. Make sure you have a piece of paper and you know how to fold it, right? So we're going to start off with folding it the long way. Make sure your edges line up so that your paper is nice and straight. Sometimes that's not the easiest thing. And then we're going to fold it down. Then we're going to fold it one more time the long way. Make sure they line up again. And then we're going to make our fold nice and tight. Push down really hard. Now we're going to put our finger right here so we can fold our paper this way and line up these edges. When we lined them up, we put our hand on here and straighten it up a little bit, and then we push this way to make sure we get our line nice and tight. And then we're going to do the same. I'm going to fold this up. You see how my hand is still there? So that I can get my edges together. And then I'm going to fold this way and push down really hard. Remember, the thicker the paper, the harder we got to push. Make sure your fold is nice and tight. I have more than 4 lines, so I know I got to fold it one more time. This time I'm going to put my fingers right there at the edges. I'll fold it to the middle, and now I'm going to push down hard. Oh my goodness, go ahead and bang it a little bit, because that way our fold gets nice and tight. All right, you see my little packet? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. I'm good to go. I'm done folding. I need you to carefully open your paper so that you don't disturb the fold lines. Now, once you've opened your paper, you can see where the fold of the paper gave you rules. So you can use a pencil and you can trace them, and that way you get the perfect little windows. Pause your video here and trace them so yours looks like mine. When yours looks like mine, go ahead and start the video again. All right. Now that we folded our paper, I'm going to go ahead and take my marker. I know you're going to write in pencil because pencil is always better. That way you can erase it when you make a mistake, which I can't. We have 3 categories, so I'm going to skip this part with the whole, because that way I get the pretty part. Remember, our categories get written at the top on the header line, which is one big line. It doesn't have any other lines in there. And our first header is end. I put the hyphen here because there's something in front of that word, but it ends in end. Then my next header, again, there's parts of the word missing, and it ends in ent. Did you hear the difference between end and ent? And then we have our last header, which is ant. Again, there's something in front of this word ending, but it ends in ant. All right. Now that I have all my headers, I'm going to go ahead and start writing down my words. Remember, anytime I go too fast, feel free to pause the video, catch up, and then go ahead and continue the video. That way you can take your time and I won't go too fast for you. All right? All right, my first word is bend. The tree can bend. Bend. Do you see how I have end? And that goes in this category. Then I have bent. He bent the bar. Bent. Bent has a T in it. So it goes right here. And by the way, this is present tense and this is past tense. Pant. He had on a cute pair of pant. Pant has ant, so it goes over here. Then my next word is chant. I can chant a song. Chant. And chant has the ending ant, so it goes in this category. My next word is sent. He sent the mail yesterday. Sent is ent, and it goes over here. And again, it's past tense. The present tense is send. Send me a love note. Send, especially on Valentine's Day. Send. Tend. He needs to tend to his pets. Tend. Nice verb. Tend has end at the end, just like send. So both of them go in the end column. My next word is lend. Lend me your pencil. Lend. Make sure I give it back. Lend. And it has end, so it goes my end column. My next one is lent. He lent me his pencil, but didn't ask for it. I still have it. Lent in the past is with a T again, and it goes into my end column. Cent. I have 50 cents. I can buy me an ice cream. And cent ends in ent, so it goes in this column. Slant. We learned all about words that are italic. They slant. Remember what that means? They lay down. This is straight. This is a slant. Slant ends in ant, and it goes over here. I grant you a wish if I were a fairy godmother. Grant. And grant ends in and, so it goes over here. Then I have plant. I love to plant vegetables. Plant. And you can see it has ant at the end, so it goes in this column. Plant. And then, we can't forget the little ant. That little animal, ant. And it's the whole word is the ant, so it still goes in this column. Now, don't forget the aunt, the sister of your mom or your dad, that aunt is spelled differently. This is the ant, the animal. So, then we have a dent. Oh no, there's a dent in the car. Dent. And it ends with ent. Right here. And we can live in a tent. Tent. Do you hear the t? Tent. And you got it. Ent at the end goes in this category. Mend. I need to mend my shirt. Mend. Mend means to fix. And it has end at the end, so it goes in this column. Blend. Blend your words. Blend. And it has end at the end, so it goes in this column. Spent. He spent all his money already yesterday. Spent. He wasn't good at saving. End is right here. Now, if I'm going to spend my money now, I'd be in the same boat. But spending it now ends with a spend, with a D. You got it. And then I have, what is at the end? I got an end at the end. So end is also in the end column. And then we have vent. Sometimes you need to vent and tell someone all about your problems. Vent has a t at the end. It goes in my ent. He went to the teacher to tell her all about it. Went. Hear it? There's my T. Went goes in my ent column. And rent. Rent. If I need a pickup truck, I need to rent one because I don't have one. Rent. These are all our words. Remember to cut them out and put them in your notebook. Let me see them when you're done. See you next time, my little friends. If you have not written them all down, make sure you pause your video here and write them all down before the video is over. Bye, guys.